world is a real crowd, please. Small world, all the friends know of me.
Hey everybody, it's Diandra Marie
and Rolonda,
and this is
You're Gonna Regret This.
Girl, you don't look like you regretting that haircut though, or that watch though. What's on that watch? What's on that watch?
Is it Dapper Dots? I got some Collinsville Dapper Dots.
Is that the Diandra Marie logo on that?
It sure is. This is like the most amazing thing that I've ever owned in my life. I didn't think I was a watch person, but like
I done turned her into a watch person.
This is a part of my life right now, especially because I can't have my phone in class.
Okay. Thank you, Collinsville, for making this possible.
Yes.
Oh my God. So you must be going on dates, honey. You out here looking new. Yes.
You know, maybe a couple.
Oh well, good for you. I'm still zero for 30, I guess. I know I've talked about like being single before and like having standards or whatever, but like it's a lot harder than I've made it sound. Now that I've been living it for, what month is this? Oh, definitely over a year now. Definitely over a year. And no sex in almost over a year.
You're a stronger woman than myself.
I feel like people don't even really know what to do on a date. We're so on our phones, we're so texty and DM-y that do we even know how to even go on a date?
Face-to-face interaction.
No,
it's done.
And maybe that's why I don't get no callbacks. It's like, dang, this is too intense.
A date?
She want to talk?
You mean FaceTime?
Right. What are some good first impressions? Like for me, a tip that I think is that you need to, no matter where your date is or what you're doing, you need to be on time. At least try. I have I'm working on being on time to just things in general, but I think it's a huge thing that people are on time to the date.
I mean, like, it's the first thing that you're going to do on your day to show up. And
that's a good point, Rolonda.
If you're keeping someone waiting, like, they're already like, okay, so this person will keep me waiting. Yeah. Like, this is gonna be my future.
Right. I'm be ready for a relationship and I'm still just gonna be waiting. And I just think it's just courteous. Like I said, I know I'm working on being on time and getting better. And it's really because like, I do care about other people's time. I do care about if they have something to do after, you know, scheduling and stuff like that. It's just out of respect.
Folks have busy lives. You can't like decide that you're gonna ask someone to take time out of their day to hang out with you. Right. And then you're gonna show up 45 minutes, 2 hours late. Right. Are you kidding me?
And even if they asked you, you said yes, still be on time. Yeah. And if you're running late, say that. And then you have people who don't like dress appropriately for a date. Now I'm not about to talk about men because I don't really, you know, I've been out of that game for some years now. I understand you have women who like really enjoy dressing up, and that's great. Listen, I love me a woman that could do both. However, if we're going on a date to like a park or like, you know what I mean? Something where you're moving around.
Going for a hike.
Dress for the date.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, the heels and stuff, that's great. That's dope. But if you're doing something active, don't wear that. You're just going to be overdressed. I don't think you should be overdressed or underdressed for a date.
The fact of the matter is, you want to be comfortable on your date, don't you? Like, if you know that you're going to be doing something physical where you have to run around, you have to climb things, like, don't wear heels, don't wear tight clothes, don't wear, you know, your best gown, because it's gonna get messed up. Yeah. And so will you.
Right. It kind of messes up the whole date, because you're always gonna be fixing yourself or complaining about how, oh my God, I can't believe, like, bro, you knew we was going to paintball. Like,
no one's gonna have fun if you're not comfortable in your clothes.
Conversation, go with the flow. It doesn't have to be all about, are you single? Why are you single?
No, like,
skip all the questions that you usually ask. Because most people are like, I don't like dating because, you know, you ask the same questions and it's like a cycle. Well, that's the cycle you put yourself into. That stuff can just come out naturally. It doesn't have to be like who are your exes? Like, why do you care, girl?
First date's a little early to ask about exes anyway, and you're not gonna want to know that stuff until you're like serious about them anyway.
Hopefully.
I mean, who knows what you want to know?
We're not mind readers. What are some good like first impressions that maybe you've experienced since you've been off the market?
Well, you know. Okay, so one of the best dates I ever went on was with this guy who lived in New York, and
he had money.
No.
Oh. I'm like, oh, this sound about
Dang, no,
this sound like it's about to be real
But
expensive.
he was a starving musician. He did not have money.
Oh, okay, so it was a creative date. Even better.
It was a super creative date.
Even
Like,
better.
he knew his neighborhood. He knew various neighborhoods. And so, like, we spent hours just, like, hanging out in the city and, like, going to places that he liked. Like, we went to this cute little bakery and we went to, like, a music store and we went to, like, Goodwill in Harlem. And, like, I had so much fun.
The story I'm gonna share is when I was still like dating men. So I went on this date with this guy and he took me to like, I forgot where it was, but it was along like the river.
Ooh.
And like we didn't even really do anything. We just like walked and talked and he was like, yeah, you know, like when I come to like, when I want to clear my mind, this is where I come. And you know, we just like walked and talked and sat on a bench and talked some more. And then he bought me McDonald's and I know it was like just McDonald's and he really didn't spend anything, but it's something to say when you put thought into a date. You don't always, people always think, oh, I gotta take her to Cheesecake Factory, and that's fine. Nothing's wrong with that if that's what you want to do.
Do what you want to do. But like for me, I don't know, like I've had dudes who've thrown money at dates and it's just been like a trash date. That was really nice, but like still,
like if you're trash, money ain't gonna make up for it.
You can't mask the trash.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
When you cater and you kind of get an idea about a woman and you're like, okay, for example, let's say the woman likes makeup or whatever, and I took her to like, I don't know, Sephora, I don't know, like I would probably make up something that had to do with makeup, or like with one of my exes, I know she liked eyeliner. So like when I first took her out, like, oh, and she liked tea and stuff. So I got her like a little gift bag of like eyeliner and like tea, and it didn't cost a lot.
Ladies.
You trying to get treated right or
Want
no?
some tea and eyeliner?
Listen, I can make it happen.
Who doesn't like tea and eyeliner? Come on.
Let's just switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
Because I mean, what is a bad first impression for you? And I mean, it shouldn't be hard. We've kind of dropped some jewels about what's a bad first impression, but I definitely think a bad first impression is being madly. Like it's 5-10 minutes I can deal with. I can sit at the bar and like be on my phone for 5-10 minutes. But like late,
When you
like,
hit that 45 minute to an hour range, like you
finna get left.
I mean, yeah. Like after an hour, I'm not sitting around, especially if I haven't heard from you. Are you kidding me?
Even if I mean, and it's like even if you have, it's like, bruh, really?
There's
like
a lot
there's
of
a
time to
cutoff.
make somebody wait.
Even if you are keeping in contact, like with one person going to like a bar or even a restaurant, I can eat and get a drink in 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, it's like I could have taken myself out on a date.
Yeah.
And had a great time.
Yeah. And I'd be doing that.
Dating tips, date yourself.
Somebody gotta do it. Ain't none of y'all trying to do it.
Ladies. I think another really bad first impression is just like not having anything to say. I've experienced that a lot. Where it's like, why are we here together if we're not talking? And I'm not the most talkative person. Like I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. So like, you know, it takes me a little while to get out of my shell, but like I still have things to say, especially if it's a first date. Like you have so many questions you could ask. You have so many things you can say about yourself. Like find a few like points that you need to talk about. Maybe prepare them ahead of time if you gotta, but like don't make anybody sit and watch you look at them.
Yeah, and don't be awkward with it. If someone's asking you a question, don't just give 1 or 2 word answers. Like,
it's not good.
Say something more, especially if it's an open-ended. I mean, that's the whole point of an open-ended. Did you answer your test like that?
If your teacher didn't accept that 1 to 2 word answer, neither will Diandra.
Or anyone else. It's not really.
I'm sorry, it's all about how to date Diandra, but still, ladies.
That's the underlying tone. But don't force it. I don't like that force, like, hey, come here, like, just let me come here, or like,
don't be Aziza, I'm sorry.
But we want to hear from you guys. What would be a bad first impression for you?
Yeah, give us those deal breakers.
Oh yeah, so I can know. Well, so anyway.
Please.
Right, and you can stay connected with us and tell us your bad first impressions by following us on social media.
Yes, I am on Twitter and Instagram at Rolonda Marie.
And you can follow me on all social media, including Snapchat, at It's Diandra Marie. So, it's Diandra Marie.
And Rolonda.
And we're out. Peace.